Now, the countdown is on for 9-year-old Nathaniel Nabena, who needs life-saving treatment after being diagnosed with acute myeloid leukemia last November.
Well, Nathaniel's family have been given until Wednesday to raise £200,000 to pay for his treatment, which the NHS is unable to provide as the family are not British nationals. Hi, good morning, guys. Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So just explain how you came to be here in the UK, because it was last November that Nathaniel was here and he was coming over for an operation, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was coming. Good morning, first of all, for this opportunity. He was coming to fix his prosthetic eye because we lost it to a very tough tumor that we couldn't control back home in Nigeria. We had a lot of diagnosis, but when he lost the eye, he became better, and we decided to come fix the eye. And unfortunately, when we arrived, after a few days, he started bleeding from the nose and had a very high fever. And we took him we called the ambulance to pick him up, and then he was taken to Mayday, and he was diagnosed that he now has leukemic blast in his blood and bone marrow.
Because of your immigration status, he doesn't qualify for free treatment, which is when you started the fundraising.
Yes, please.
And
here in the UK.
It's been incredible. How have you felt the responses? So it's at £50,000 a day, and this is very expensive treatment. You're trying to raise a lot of money for this, and I know that the doctors at Great Ormond Street are doing this for free. They're not getting paid themselves, so that's knocked a huge amount of money off of what you need to raise. So how much are you trying to raise now?
Well, we're trying to raise. We have about £50,000 already raised. So we need about another £150,000 because the Great Ormond Street Hospital, to their magnanimity, they, waived off a lot of fees, and also the great British people, for their generosity and support. They have helped us so far in, tackling the first treatment, and this is just the final one, so as to give him back his life.
Absolutely. And originally you raised, I think it was £80,000, and that was time was of the essence there because you needed to have the chemo, which was so important. As we know, with cancer, the sooner that you can get the treatment, the better, really. And so this next wave is for the stem cell transplant that he needs. And you've got a ticking clock on this, really, as well. You've been told by this Wednesday, by the 12th, that you need to raise the £200,000. And like you said, you've already got the £50,000, but you've got a little way to go to get that. But this is so important that it's done sooner rather than later.
Yes, it's very, very important because having achieved turning his situation around, the doctors have advised that we cannot afford to wait. Let him go ahead and have the needed transplant. Because if we do not do that, all the work we have done and funds we have raised, it's all going to come to waste. And sadly, we do not want to know the outcome of not having this life-saving transplant.
Yes.
We already have the stem cell donor ready. They are using an umbilical cord. So all we need to pay for is just the medication and the aftercare in Great Ormond.
Yeah.
And as we said, you've already had an amazing amount of support. And Nathaniel, how do you feel about the fact that so many people have helped you?
I feel happy.
Makes you happy. Yeah, I bet it
I'm
does.
sure
Well, there
it
is
does.
so much support and love for you out there.
Well, it's a It's a GoFundMe page, and this is so obviously that's if you want to help. We know we also have occasionally some extremely well-heeled celebs who watch the show, who like to help, sometimes very quietly as well. So we've got our fingers crossed that that GoFundMe page will
Wednesday,
be perhaps
guys.
a little
Wednesday
bit bigger
is the day.
by the end of the show today. We send all our love. I'm hoping that this really does have a happy ending. Well, on yesterday's show, we met 9-year-old Nathaniel Nabena, who wanted to raise £200,000 to pay life-saving treatment after being diagnosed with acute myeloid leukemia.
Well, at the start of the interview yesterday, Nathaniel's GoFundMe page was at £50,000. But thanks to your generosity, it has now reached over £205,000.
Look at that.
It's incredible.
Look
well done.
Look what you did.
I know.
Nathaniel is joining us now alongside his mum and dad, Modupe and Ebi. Good morning to the family. We are so happy to be back with you today.
Those are different faces than what we saw yesterday, aren't they?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Nathaniel. You needed it raised by Wednesday. It's been done by Tuesday. How are you feeling?
I feel happy. I want to thank everyone for donating.
It's a pleasure.
You are so welcome. And so when you realised, I think it was yesterday that you sort of hit the target, how did you feel as a family to know that here was this outpouring of generosity after hearing your story, that you'd raised that amount?
We're so happy for the massive love. We're not even expecting this at a very short period of time. We're speechless. We can't even contain our joy when we saw that the target was even met within a short period. We're so grateful for everyone. We appreciate everyone. We're thankful for the family.
And Ebi, you got some lovely messages as well, didn't you?
Yes, we did.
Yes, I got a message from Joseph, a 12-year-old boy. The mom said, take this. He gave it to the mom. Please give Nathaniel my pocket money, which is £5. Oh. I want to save Nathaniel's life.
Oh, my God.
And it touched us so. I cried, and I told Nathaniel as well. And it's so amazing that despite the COVID and the lockdown, no money, people give out of nothing. We are so grateful for this opportunity and this kindness. The great British people and people of the world, they've really helped us, and we are grateful. We say thank you. And we discussed amongst ourselves that whatever it is that is excess on it, once we pay the fee, we'll reach out to other children that are in the same situation. And we also pray to have the cancer research teams, that they should have breakthroughs. So a lot of kids are having cancer, leukemia, all sort of things, which is unheard of, Please, they should be able to get a form of treatment to help people.
Yes.
Thank you all so much.
Oh,
We're grateful. Thank you so much.
It's so lovely to start the show with such amazing good news. The treatment can begin, and hopefully, when it's all done and Nathaniel's up and running and sorted out, maybe by that stage we'll all be allowed to meet up, and you can come in here and see us.
Oh, we'd love that.
Sure.
Well,
Thank you also. Thank you so much.
We send you so much love. Good luck, Nathaniel, with this next part of your treatment. Keep in touch and let us know how you get on.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye now.
Bye-bye. Well,
nice
well done, by the way, because you made that happen. So, well done. You're always incredible, but particularly at moments like that.
That's a beauty.
Yeah.